Even.
Yes, Franklin Bedford was here that morning. He signed in at 5:48, and the nurse processed his paperwork at 6:40.
This is. It's an alibi. Someone decides to enter the. Someone decides to enter the course. Oh my gosh, my memory is so bad. Where's, what time was it? Entered at 5:40 and 6:08. We don't know if he about the stream thing. The mystery code was first, right? Ah, my memory is so bad.
Are you sure it was May 5th? This is very important, Dr. Markovich.
Quite sure. Tissue samples arrived at the DNA lab at 10 a.m. on the same day. Results haven't come back yet.
DNA lab? Can you tell me the nature of the tests?
Franklin hasn't said?
No.
Then I'm afraid I have to invoke doctor-patient privilege.
Alright, excellent, yeah, okay. That's excellent, alright, okay.
Okay, out with it.
Huh?
You were willing to risk going to jail rather than admit you were at the clinic on the morning of the murder.
So? The alibi checked out. As far as you're concerned, that's where the matter ends.
The matter ends when my curiosity is satisfied. Why did you visit the clinic on May 5th?
They think I might have AIDS.
Oh shit, are you serious? Yeah, he's got no
Nice try. Your tissues were sent to a DNA lab. They don't test for AIDS by analyzing your DNA.
Oh yeah, I
All right,
forgot
it's
about
not
that.
AIDS.
Okay, I forgot about
It's
that.
a genetic disease. I don't remember what it's called.
I forgot about the
If
DNA
it's a
thing.
genetic disease, then your dad's at risk. Let's call him right now.
Wait. I went in for a paternity test. I brought them a tissue sample from Allison's baby to find out if Harrison's really the father.
If not Harrison, then who?
Tag? Him?
Tag.
What, Tag actually slept with him? With her, I mean.
Tag? I ran into him the Sunday before he died, when I was out pushing Brendan in his stroller. He started talking smack, acted like he was gonna mess with the baby. I told him to get back, and he was like, doesn't a father have rights anymore?
That's it.
Well, you know, it made me start to wonder.
Let me get this straight. Based on one smartass comment from Tag, you made arrangements to get a paternity test, then risked a murder conviction to keep it a secret? You took him that seriously?
Yeah, I took him seriously.
I don't know what to
Tag
think
wasn't the
anymore.
kind of guy to tell lies for no reason.
Wasn't the kind of guy to tell lies for no reason. No. He lies to his mum, right? His mum always play pranks on his mum. Tag had reasons to lie. He hated Franklin. Habitual liar. Franklin hadn't met until that moment. Oh my, what the fuck?
You told Detective Briscoe and Curtis that Tag told nothing but lies.
Yeah, but...
And you've been telling nothing but lies in this interview.
I need to get my shit together, man, seriously.
Why didn't you tell the truth?
I wanted to protect Allison. She doesn't know about it.
She doesn't know. What do you mean she doesn't know?
I can't explain.
No. Cough it up, son. You think the mother would at least have some idea who the father her baby might be? Franklin is no position to all the above. Technically, it's all the above, but yeah. Oh, fuck!
Okay, out with it.
Huh?
You were willing to risk
Okay,
going... Why?
No, it's not AIDS. There was communicating about talked about thin tissues.
Nice try. Your tissues were sent to a DNA lab. They don't
I'm
test for
doing
AIDS
so
by
bad this round,
analyzing your
this
DNA.
episode.
All right, it's not AIDS. It's a genetic disease. I don't remember what it's called.
If it's a genetic disease, then your dad's at risk. Let's call him right now.
Okay, no, don't
Wait.
put it.
Tag.
Tag?
I read.
You told Detective Briscoe and Curtis that Tag told nothing but lies.
Yeah, but
And you've been telling nothing but lies in this interview. Why didn't you tell the truth?
I wanted to protect Allison.
Okay, let's go with this. No. Frankie's not in a position to withhold information. I swear it could be all of the above. It's all of the above, isn't it?
Is the paternity test a lie as well?
No, look, I didn't believe Tag at first. Like you said, the dude was a liar, and I knew Allison couldn't stand him. But he kept needling me about it, telling me that Harrison knew all about him and Allison, and then, a couple days later, this came in the mail.
The sex tape.
Enjoy the show. Everybody else has. I haven't seen my share of the box office, but that's about to change. Tag.
Don't say anything to my dad, okay? He might take it bad, and Allison, she's part of the family now, her and Brendan. I just don't want to be the one who spoils it.
Okay, boys and girls, here she is in all her glory. Allison Conway, Harrison Bedford's little Brooklyn bitch. Poor girl can't hold her Jack and Coke.
This must have been shot at that party last spring.
Yeah, she did say she got wasted.
Right. Allison told us she passed out that night, and there's the evidence. I assume our narrator is Tag.
Miss Allison here is attempting to sleep her way into high society. Literally. Too bad she never learned the rule. You can't rise without the Vanderhook blessing.
I think I know where this is going.
So just to prove what a big-hearted guy I am, I'm gonna give it to her anyway. Watch closely, Harrison, buddy.
And it goes on from there.
I can understand why Franklin didn't want this to get out. Allison is like a sister to him.
But what does this do for our case? If Franklin didn't do it...
Then somebody framed him. Someone who had access to the weight room and Franklin's locker.
Could be Allison herself, if she knows about the video.
I think we need to have another talk with her. Should we tell her everything
Oh,
about
gosh.
We got no choice. Paternity of her child is in question. If she doesn't know that, she needs to.
Come on, Ray, she's just a kid. Her world has already been blown apart once. Last thing she needs right now is news like this. Why not wait until the test results are in? If Harrison's the father, she never needs to learn about the video.
What should we do to... I think Thing's got a point. Briscoe has a point. Morally, I feel obligated to tell. But we could tell later.
Is this about Tag's murder? I've told you everything I know.
We need you to think back further, to last year, just before Harrison was killed, but after that party where you first met Tag.
Did you notice anything different about Harrison after that? Something to do with his attitude towards Tag?
If there's something you haven't told us, for whatever reason.
You must be talking about the attack.
What attack?
Somebody ambushed Tag, split his face wide open.
There's a scar on his head, right? Scar came as a result of fight.
They never told us who did it, but the rumor was it was Harrison. I didn't know whether to believe it. I mean, I knew he was pissed at Tag for insulting me, but he wasn't the type to go postal like that.
When you say they never told you who attacked Tag, what do you mean? Who's they?
Mrs. Boersma and the secretaries. They heard the screams and ran out into the hall.
Wait, you're saying the fight happened at New Amsterdam?
I don't know, no? Oh my gosh, I go to all the way through everyone. Okay, let's go to the Vander Hooker first. What did Vander Hooker say? Last year was badly in a fight. Okay, so it's not the mum, so we can rule out that one. Okay, no knowledge. Let's see what the teacher said. He was loaded with lies. I remember seeing Alice's Mercedes. Okay, that's the answer. She saw the Mercedes, but whatever. I guess. He got my face. He got him a headlock. Does that count? Headlock? Is that part of a fight? Headlock? Yeah, okay, headlock. Oh, what the fuck? Okay.
If this is
Must have
true,
been Franklin
why
then.
didn't Mrs. Borsma say anything?
Beats me. I wasn't there. I'm just telling you what the other kids have told me. Supposedly, Mrs. Borsma hauled Harrison into her office, but it's not like he got expelled or anything. And then a week after that, he was dead.
Why did nobody tell us this when we were investigating Harrison's murder? If what you're saying is true, then Tag had a motive.
Tag was already gone when Harrison was killed.
Gone? Gone where?
His mom pulled him out of school and sent him off to California to recuperate. They say she was furious with New Amsterdam, swore that the Vanderhooks were done with it.
No. Didn't they give the donation of the gym? Got donation.
But then she turned around and donated a gym to the school that summer.
And Tag was back in the fall, like nothing was wrong.
Something's wrong with this picture. Thanks for being forthcoming, Allison.
Sorry I didn't say anything before. I guess I didn't want you to think bad about Harrison. He was a gentleman.
I'm sure he was.
Furious at New Amsterdam? Of course I was furious. My son was savagely beaten in their halls. His face had to be sewn back together.
And yet you made a huge bequest just 3 weeks later. It doesn't square up. Why the change of heart?
Tag convinced me to do it. Despite what had happened, he was devoted to the school. He told me it was the one place in all the world where he felt truly accepted.
No. There's some other reasons. Never fit in. Oil and water. I don't know, that's speculation. Don't hear that. Didn't hear that. Is this one? What is wrong with it? What the
You told the police that Tag in New
Oil
Amsterdam
and
were
water.
like
Oh, it's
oil
her.
and water. Did I?
How odd.
I should have read the
Told us that you and
fucking
Mrs.
transcript. I'm fucking failing today. What's wrong with me today?
You're good. I like you. Yes, if you must know, the bequest was extorted from me. My reputation is the basis of my fortune, Miss Carmichael. Unfortunately, that makes me uniquely vulnerable to scandal. Somebody saw an opening and seized it. I would have been more forthcoming if I thought this had anything to do with my son's murder.
But Tag did figure in this scheme, didn't he? We've seen the video.
You have? That's not exactly the sort of thing that makes a mother proud. But then making mother proud was never very high on Tag's to-do list.
What we want to know is,
The principal?
who else knew about it? Who was extorting you?
But surely you've already guessed. Our beloved headmistress, Karen Boersma. Though how she got a hold of the video, I'll never know.
I don't know. Tag or Harrison? Tag? No, Harrison. Because Allison said that brought him in, thought it was going to get expelled, but it didn't. Hold Harrison into her office. It's not like he got expelled or anything. Probably that's when she was like saying, Harrison, why did you do this? Because of the sex tape. Wait, who did Mrs. Boswell obtain the tape from? Yes. No. Game, please. It was Harrison or Tag Harrison. Yes. Alright. When did she have the opportunity to do so? She was out of her she met Harrison. She hosted a party with a radio show. She called Harrison off. Yeah.
She hauled Harrison into her office right after the fight. She must have forced it out of him then. It would explain why she didn't expel him.
However she got it, she understood immediately what it could do to my reputation. The son of Trisha Vanderhook? Forcing himself on some inebriated little tramp? On camera yet? The press would fight to get their claws on the footage. The price was steep, but it wasn't too much to pay for a guarantee that the video wouldn't get out. So I paid up, and that was the end of it.
Alright.
Mrs. Boersma guaranteed that the video wouldn't get out? How could you be confident she wouldn't turn around and extort more money out of you next year?
I made sure she couldn't do that. In exchange for my generous donation, she gave me an insurance packet.
Meaning?
A handwritten statement of what she'd done, signed and dated. If the video gets out, so does her confession. Mutually assured destruction. Always good for keeping hostile superpowers quiet.
Do you still have this statement?
Yes, and I intend to hold on to it. Unless you can prove this has something to do with Tag's murder.
Did Tag know you were being blackmailed on account of him?
No. As far as he knew, there were only 2 people in the world who knew about his little excursion into filmmaking, and one of them was dead.
No, he sent out to everyone. Everyone knew about it. No one everyone else was. Yeah.
Tag bragged to Franklin Bedford that the video was a box office hit.
Did he? How tacky.
He knew somebody was making money off it.
Yes, I suppose I did let the secret slip out.
It must have been a nasty shock seeing Tag's video.
This might be
What sort of
Redhaven
reaction
actually.
are you attempting to provoke here, counselor? Outrage? Tears? Bitter recriminations against my dead child? Sorry to disappoint you. My feelings are my own business.
Redhaven. Yeah.
When did you tell Tag about your arrangement with Mrs. Boersma?
April Fool's Day.
Oh, something was happening on April Fool's Day. I can't remember. Yes. Need to remember now. Tag mentioned April Fool's Day. Surprise to Franklin. Alright, let's talk to Franklin. What did Franklin say? I don't think it was nothing to do with Frank. Fuck. Surprise. Wait, wasn't the video? Was it Allison? Could it be a teacher? I remember someone mentioned April Fool's Day earlier. No, it wasn't that one. Fuck yeah, I got two more lines there. Tag mentioned April Fool's Day surprise to Franklin. Oh, was at the beginning? A fight when they argued. I remember it was her that said April Fool's Day. April Fool's Day, we had a rather nasty fight, yeah, okay.
He'd gone and wrecked his Maserati again, and
Oh shit, he's got Maserati, you know?
demanding I should get it fixed for him. For once I put my foot down. Well, he flew into a childish rage, called me a cheapskate, started screaming about how I never did anything for him. So I let him know exactly what his shenanigans had cost me. It shut him up.
Tag made a comment about the video, that he was planning to get his share of the box office. Do you have any idea what he meant by that?
A few days before he died, Tag informed me that he no longer needed my money. He said he'd found another way to pay for the Maserati.
Did he say what that was?
I asked, but all he would say was, "A good example is the best sermon."
Was it a teacher? Yeah. Well, actually, it could be Mr. Bedford in court, right? He wasn't. He didn't yell that out. Yeah.
Extortion seems to be going around this season. I think we found your son's murderer.
Franklin Bedford
Was framed.
Could it be the headmistress? Ah, so she can keep it one to herself? No way. No way.
By Mrs.
Plot twist.
Rosma. She put that metal in his mouth, and she planted the gun in his locker.
But why? That little matter between her and me was resolved to our mutual satisfaction.
But not to Tag's satisfaction. He saw how his headmistress had profited off his video, and he figured turnabout was fair play. After all, you're not the only one who can be severely damaged by a scandal. Probably never realized how far she might go to avoid one.
Tag? Extort Karen Borsma? He might be reckless enough to try it, I'll grant you, but it would have been his word against hers. He had nothing to hold against her unless... Excuse me a minute, would you? The insurance policy is gone. Karen Borsma's signed confession. It's missing from the safe.
Did you make a copy of it?
No. He's the only one who could have taken it. But could he really be reckless enough to... Look who I'm talking about. Of course he could.
We can bring her to justice without it, if you'll agree to testify.
No, absolutely not.
You're
As I've
tarnishing
explained to you,
her
I
image.
can't afford scandal.
She don't care about her son's
Tag.
death.
If trashing my reputation could bring him back, I'd do it in a heartbeat. But it wouldn't. Tag's dead, but the Vanderhook name still lives.
What a mother.
Its power is based on perception.
There won't be no Vanderhooks left because she's got no other children, I'm
If you won't
guessing.
help me expose the truth about who killed Tag,
He's gonna carry on the
I'll find
legacy.
someone who can.
He's gonna continue the legacy. He's got no more children.
New Amsterdam Preparatory Academy.
Could I speak to Mrs. Borsma, please? This is Franklin Bedford. I feel kind of funny about this. I mean, she's my headmistress.
And she framed you for murder. Do you want to see her get away with it?
No way. But I don't know what to say to her.
You don't want to get her mad or scared, but you do want to let her know you're onto her game, and you want a piece of the action. Play it exactly the way Tag would have played it.
We'll cue you along. You'll be fine.
Franklin, how nice of you to call. I was so relieved when they dropped the charges against you. Of course, I never stopped believing in your innocence.
Bitch, please.
Thanks.
It was you who did
I'm
it.
sorry that the board voted to drop you from the class roster. Purely a business decision, you understand. I assume that's why you're calling. You want me to reinstate you?
What money?
Say no. You want money.
Actually, what I need right now is money.
Well, I'm afraid I can't help you there. What's this about?
In order to lure the headmistress into a confession, you need to convince her that you got the goods on her, just like Tag did. I know about Tag's video. That's a bit far-fetched, right? I know how you got to the gym.
Tell her you know about the video.
I know about the video. The one that Tag made.
I don't know what you're talking about, and I certainly don't know why it should concern me.
Oh my god.
Now, I'm quite busy, as you can imagine, so I'm afraid I must cut our little conversation short. Take care, Franklin.
I think we pushed it too hard.
How's that even too hard?
Amsterdam Preparatory.
Okay. Want money?
Actually,
Well,
Convince her that you got the goods on her. Okay, I know you killed her.
Tell her you know she killed Tag.
you killed Tag.
I don't know what to say to that. I suppose the charitable response is that this trial has made you a bit paranoid. You need a good rest, Franklin. Goodbye.
Ah!
She's a cool...
Alright, I fucked up again. Take 3, guys. Third time's a charm. Then I want money. I want money. Money. You always need money. I know you got to the
Tell her
gym.
you know where the new gym came from.
I know where the new gym came from.
Of course, everybody does. It was a very generous gift from Trisha Vanderhook.
Yes. Okay. Progression. What should Franklin say? I heard the rumors. I got your confession. I got photocopy of your confession, right? Oh, I heard the rumors.
You've got a copy of her confession.
Nah, that gym was no gift. I've got a copy of a paper here that says it was blackmail.
What do you want from me?
Oh shit! We're luring boy. We're luring it in, boys. We're reeling in the thing. We're reeling in the fishing hook. I want to finish out the school year. I want to meet Auntie. I want to hear you confess.
Tell her you want to hear her admit it.
I just want to hear it from your own lips, that you're the one who did it.
Then I'm afraid you're going to be disappointed. No, I'm quite busy, as you can imagine.
Shit. Where is Mr. Oh, we'll try again. Okay, well.
You
Meet in school?
Tell
No, this is not easy. I want to finish it. I want to meet.
Tell her you want to meet.
Let's meet and like talk things over.
Where?
Oh shit. In school? Workout room. Your office. Workout room.
The workout room. Midnight.
The workout room. Midnight tonight.
You do have a flair for the theatrical, don't you? All right. Purely out of curiosity, you understand.
Okay, progress, boys. Progression. I'm so bad. Not a good day in office today. Not a good day in office at all today. Having a bit of a mare, but okay, whatever. 01010101 whatever it was, right?
Mrs. Boersma.
What? What are you doing? How dare
You're
you?
under arrest for the murder of Tag Vanderhook.
You have no case against me.
Maybe not at the moment, but we will as soon as we pull the codes from this keypad lock. I'll lay you 7 to 1. The code you entered just now matches the one used on the day of the murder.
Listen, gentlemen, perhaps we can come to an arrangement. It isn't myself I'm thinking of. It's New Amsterdam Prep. A scandal would be very bad right now.
You should have thought of that before you launched your little extortion scheme.
I didn't set out to kill the boy, but he forced my hand. And anyway, he deserved it. He was a bully and a rapist and an extortionist to boot. Ending his vicious little life was a service to humanity.
Interesting defense. We'll see if the jury buys it.
We'll
Judge
see
in
the
the Boersma
jury
trial just
buys
passed
it.
sentence. 20 to life.
Like the man said, a good example is the best sermon.
Let's hope all his students were paying attention.
Verdict is in on the paternity test, too. Turns out Harrison was the father.
Happy endings all around at the Bedford house.
Okay, good thing we didn't tell the
I
thing.
don't know about that. We still don't have a lead on Harrison's killer. I kept hoping some new evidence would turn up at this trial, but no luck.
Maybe Tag did it after all.
If he did, he could have left us some proof before getting himself killed. I'd hate to go to my grave not knowing.
There's a lot we'll never know. Don't let it spoil your sleep.
Oh, so we don't need to take her to court. Okay, so in theory, this episode could have been really, really short, but since I fucked it up so many times, I dragged out what, an extra 10-20 minutes. I don't know if I got enough time to do another episode today. I mean, I could try and do it, but I don't know, because I got a feeling that I might get interrupted towards the end of the next episode. I mean, I'll try. I guess I can try. I guess I'll try for you guys. Okay, well, we can't skip this. Oh, we can right-click skip. Okay, I didn't know that. Skipping time. But let's see what I got. Wow, I got 2.5 stars. Wow, that's quite a decent. I thought, oh, I did do it many times again. So yeah, I guess so. Okay, so I guess that was the end of episode 6. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching it. So thank you for watching, guys. If you're new to the channel, hopefully you enjoyed it, and if you do enjoy what you're seeing, please feel free to hit that subscribe button on YouTube or hit the follow button on Twitch. Alright guys, so then I'm gonna take a quick refreshment break and then I'll resume the game and play episode 7.